Blessed be y'all, this is Jen Fremont. I want to talk today about hitting the wall. That's what I'm going to entitle this video, is hitting the wall. I've noticed some stuff about myself. I don't know if it's really a good thing. Let me just describe it. I have during my lifetime often taken supplements, vitamins and minerals and stuff like that, various things. And I credit them for the fact that I'm still alive today, in spite of how I've abused my body in the past. And, but I will often start taking those things and I'll feel good and I'll feel okay. But at some point, 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, I'll hit a wall where I don't feel so good when I take them anymore. And yeah, and a lot of times it gets harder and harder for me to physically swallow the things. It's like my body is trying to reject them. And sometimes I know some of the stuff that I have taken, their formula has definitely changed and it did not work as well. Once they got customers going and everything, they changed the formula on it. And it was no longer what I originally took, and it no longer did what it was supposed to do. And I understand that. For the last few months, I've been taking several supplements, and I'm at that point where it's hard to gag those down. And I don't know. I haven't, as far as I know, they haven't changed, but they could have. They very well could have. Um, I've noticed that with a lot of stuff that I'll be going along and then I'll hit a wall. But sometimes it is a good thing. Sometimes stuff will run its course, and I think it's a good thing. Um, yeah, I've talked about on here how I've struggled with sugar for a long time. I mean, sugar was the original drug that I loved. I mean, from as far back as I can remember, that was my drug of choice, was sugar. And you know, I, every other thing that I have had, uh, mood altering substance in my life, was to go along with sugar too. And sugar and then food secondarily, but sugar primarily. Whether it was alcohol, whether it was, other stuff, uh, sugar was always a part of that. Uh, Also, a lot of it was with caffeine too. That was another thing that boosts up a lot of stuff. I mean that they definitely do use it in the pharmaceutical industry to boost things up, to make them more effective. So it's a legitimate use for it in that aspect anyway. But yeah, I'd been buying some cookies and some other stuff, and it was just like I can't stand this anymore. I last year I had gone off I had sworn off all sugar and carbohydrates and stuff like that, and because a lot of it I had hit a wall, and I was going from one thing to another just to find a sugar fix, and nothing I could seem to eat. It just didn't have any real. I don't know if you'd say effect, but I couldn't stand it. Most of the stuff I couldn't stand anymore, and I'm kind of at that point now. I found some cookies that were an old fashioned brand called Archway, and you know, after a few bags of those, I hit the wall, and it's like I can't do this anymore. This is disgusting. I can't eat this anymore. And I guess that's a good thing. I hit the wall with tobacco because it was like I just can't do this anymore. It is not the quality that it used to be. I can't buy the quality that it used to be, and it is disgusting. And so therefore I'm just not going to do it. I can't do it. It- the thing with the supplements, I have wondered to myself whether uh, my body is trying to tell me that I don't need that anymore or something like that. But I've also found that with some good things too, like going to the gym. You know, I have from time to time in my life gone to the gym and worked out, and I saw how it made me feel good, it made me look good, and things like that. But I, I've also had that with Tai Chi. That was another thing that um, stuff happened and I couldn't go, and it was like I hit the wall. As much as I could see the results, I could see how much it did for me. I still hit a wall where I couldn't do it after a while. And I've done that with the gym too. It's like when a couple of years, I mean, this is like years that I'll do it, and well, it's the same thing with the supplements too, because it'll be like 6 months, a year, 2 years of doing something, and then it's like you hit the wall, and it's like you can't do that anymore, even though it seems like it's a good thing for you. I'm kind of glad for the stuff that's like a bad thing, like the tobacco and stuff like that. But these to me seem like something I should be doing. But then is it my body telling me that I don't need to be doing that right now or something? I don't know. It is puzzling to me. And, it's been a couple of days. Uh, Yesterday and the day before, I barely gagged down my supplements. And I drank a cup of coffee with it. And I felt like crap. And it's like, oh man. And I didn't want to do anything. And I just didn't feel good. And I didn't feel good all day. And like yesterday, I ate, and then I felt even worse after I ate. And it's like, I don't know what the deal is. And finally, today, I said, all right, to hell with it. I'm going to try it. Because actually, I'd done that about a week ago. I decided for a couple of days, I decided not to take the supplements, and I felt better in the morning because otherwise, my stomach would be rumbling, and I didn't feel real great and stuff like that. So I decided, I wasn't going to take the supplements. But then again, I thought it was the coffee that I was drinking with it. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do this tea in the morning instead of the coffee. And well, this morning I did coffee, but I did not take the supplements, and I feel so much better. Well, I'm doing some videos even. So, I don't know. I've had a lot of time to observe myself lately, so I am glad for that. And I guess I will figure it out in some way or another. I think I'm just going to, at this point, I'm going to take it as a sign that my body no longer needs those things. And so, therefore, I should slack off for a bit. I feel like I needed them at the time, but I don't feel like I need them right now. So, that's all I got for now. This is Jen Fremont. Blessed be y'all.